Well, let's go ahead, get those 15 minutes on the clock, and we are underway.
Both guys coming out, looking to wrestle on the feet. Taza very talented. Wojcik shoots in. Nice single. See if he can get around the corner. Taza on a Kimura there, but
Wojcik almost working his way up to the back, but there's a quick inversion from Taza to retain guard. You know, Taza, he really does compete non-stop, coming off some big events on the back half of the year. Most recently, Polaris 34 squads match, went 3-3, had wins over ADCC vets Mateusz Jasinski and Santeri Lilius. If you want to catch that, and of course all forthcoming Polaris matches, you can do so here live on FloGrappling. Polaris joining the catalog at the start of 2026.
Wojcik trying to get inside, use this left arm. Like you see how Taza is fighting that near side arm right there. Doing a good job trying to 2-on-1, pull it across.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the passing in the top game of Chris Wojcik, just because I don't get to see it all that often.
Yeah, he has a nice one. He's very good with his left arm, that near side arm, and he'll put it in the near side underhook and move to the side. He does it very well. He stays safe in there. Really, he does a great job of that.
Yeah, it's some great performances in a lot of events over the last few years. PGF Season 7 did really good there, lost in the final.
See him digging that left hand inside as Taza tries to get under the leg now. Bottom position for Wojcik. That Taza, you see how he's keeping his legs out, circling around the corner, and then
it is going to be interesting to see if Wojcik can submit Taza from the bottom with a leg lock. It's not something that really happens all that often. You know, when Taza loses, it just tends to be by decision.
Yeah, he's well versed on leg. He's got a great leg locking game as well. So you can see him trying to get in and pull that leg out. But both guys are very well versed there. So
reaching for a toe hold under here.
So it may take an overcommitment by one of them to actually get their leg into trouble, because I believe if both guys want to get out when they need to get out, they probably could. But if you might see an overcommitment, someone really going after a leg for a little bit longer than what they might have planned, then that's when you can get yourself in trouble. You can see a false reap, but steamer lock.
Taza trying to keep some weight on that right foot, and Wojcik trying to go underneath there.
Yeah, he used the false grip to try to get in even deeper, that little false reap grip, but yeah, you see how fast Taza goes back on the legs as well. Like both well versed on the feet.
Yeah, the crowd appreciating the attempted counter lock from the Canadian. He's originally born in Lebanon and settled in Canada at the age of 14. Made his way to TriStar Gym with Faraz Zahabi, and of course they have some strong links with the Danaher team, and it's led him all the way to here at now what is Kingsway in Austin, Texas.
Chris trying to leg pummel around. I don't know if he's going to circle all the way around north-south, but he's trying to pull in the leg. Now he's got the leg sucked in now. So he's above the knee, but Taza, again, that's a nice inversion to get the leg, his knee line free. Try a toe hold, foot lock on this other side. Taza needs to keep that top knee open.
are going to get our first judge's favor in just a moment here. Pretty even bout throughout so far.
Yeah, both these guys are so well versed in the game here that, as I said, I think if either guy exits any of these positions when they know they need to, it's going to be very hard for one another.
Favor. Blue.
Well, Wojcik taking the early lead in how the judges are seeing this one, presumably for most of the top position pressure here. Oh, and he's got a good connection now, but slips out quickly.
Yeah, that was very close. Taza's left arm was in there well enough to stop a really tight head arm position. He's trying to sit with that leg, but nothing doing because Taza gets away nicely.
Sean, are there times like that when you just say, hey, I wish you'd chase the back a bit more?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's threatening to both, but he's really trying to set into those leg positions. But at some point, if there isn't really any moderate success there, then yeah, that's when you need to do that. I agree with you. Kind of open up some other opportunities, which might help reinforce your leg game later.
Yeah, and that's maybe where people have been critical of some of Wojcik's matches in the past, right? Is he'll go to the well on the footlock and he'll just keep going to the well on the footlock, and you know, sometimes a little bit of variation and threat and some other things could pay some dividends, but he's the one out there as you get a shot of our former heavyweight champion.
Running to angles after you do it.
Gordon Ryan in the corner, longtime training partner of Oliver Taza. And conversely, his brother Nicky Ryan.
We have arm drags on our left-hand side as
Chris
well.
Wojcik, of course, now running Simple Man Martial Arts here in Austin, formerly the B team.
Yeah, Taza staying away nicely, trying to make some movement here. Wojcik having a hard time getting connected. There, Taza just sat down and Chris finds his way to the top. Yeah, I mean, he has good top position. And see if he puts that left hook on top,
trying to staple
and
those
circles
legs over the top.
Yeah, to the right. Right now, most of his passing has just been trying to attack legs. Now he's in on the body lock, so let's see if he elects to try to get around the knees.
Now, was that an error by Taza trying to fight for that sort of 2-on-1 arm drag and giving up the body lock there?
Yeah, he committed to that a long time, and then he's able to get his form in there now. So now he needs to bump up and get that left elbow under the chest. He's got to hide that top elbow. That frame is actually not very good here. You see how he just drove right through it? Wojcik, he drove through it. Now he's flattened, starting to flatten Taza out.
Yeah, this is the most dominant passing position we've seen from Wojcik so far. He's in this half guard here, but he's got Taza flattened. There's a big kip up to escape. It's so hard, isn't it, to get a clean pass without just a brutal bit of upper body control.
Yeah, Wojcik might be able to get around the legs now because he's got his hands connected again. If he's in a really nice half guard situation, if he moves down and hugs the hip a little bit, in a good situation. He's trying to handcuff position, but it's hard when you're that low on the wrist. But yeah, now he got around. There he goes. Got around, and he may jump back to the other side, or he tried to walk back to the other side, but.
Now the diligent pressure and passing attempts of Wojcik really starting to get closer and closer now.
He's getting tighter and tighter now. He's on the upper body. He's got that underhook. Yeah, he's got a great position. He probably could pass here if he's...
Connects the hands now. He's got that control under that far arm, and there he goes, passing to mount. Looking to walk the arm up immediately is Wojcik, and this is great work from him.
Taza can't wait too long to bridge up to that left corner and bring that elbow down. Yep, there he goes. And he not only did he do that, he did a great job of keeping the elbow across the hip line. That's why Wojcik fell off.
That's good defense from Taza, but you've got to say very firmly the judges are absolutely going to be leaning the way of Chris Wojcik now as we approach the final 5 minutes of this bout. So Oliver Taza has got to find a way to get some positional work of his own going.
Yeah, it's all that near side is very important there. Wojcik's still going after the foot. You can see that. Trying to hug that from the top.
Judges favor blue.
He could lock his hands again here if he wants. There he goes.
Well, no surprises there on our second judge's favor of this bout.
Taza's got to be careful sitting up on posted elbow because he could get handcuffed now. Wojcik's getting deeper and deeper in. He's got that right-handed tight waist. You see that right hand is a problem. You pummel and get over the knees now.
Yeah, Wojcik staying glued to Oliver Taza for the last 5 or 6 minutes of this one.
There he's got that. So if he gets, nope, he's able to get out. There goes Taza's.
Definitely feels, doesn't it, like Wojcik has the bigger frame of the two as well, and he's really putting it to use here.
Taza doing a good job of getting his forearms wedged in there. See that left forearm? There's that handcuff. Every time you post on your elbow, you got to be careful posting up on that elbow and staying there, because you get your hand, that wrist pulled down in line with your body, and then you get flattened. He's just leaving his left arm behind, so that left arm right there is just behind, and it's hanging out. Instead of the elbow leading the way, he's using a hand pummel. He's able to save that, though.
Wojcik again, almost around, but not quite. Trying to switch back to the body lock. I mean, one other thing you can say, Sean, is the work rate from both guys has been outstanding. I mean, they have not stopped for a second.
Nope. Let's see if he tries to off balance, get a little knee lever or crowbar to get some, get that underhook in play. There he does a great job, does Taza.
Trying to snap down on a guillotine or a front headlock here, but again, you see he's posting up. Wojcik reaching for that handcuff.
Yeah, and it's a good thing for him to do. So you take the wrist and you pull it in line with the body, and then your forearm becomes a straight line. Taza's forearm becomes a straight line in line with his body, so you can just drive him right down to the mat. Then.
Is there a way for the bottom player to build height without putting himself in danger there?
No, posting on the elbow, if you're just going to sit there when someone is that deep, it's difficult. You use a post on the elbow to move. You can't sit there for any length of time when they're that high up in your half guard. It's a dangerous situation. You get flattened quite easy. And then handcuffed. You see how he keeps getting handcuffed there on that bottom arm.
That's looking incredibly compromised right now as we move into the final 2 minutes of this bout.
See if Wojcik brings the right knee all the way over the top and tries to take the back. Because he could like, basically there it goes, the knee cut to the back. There it is.
Well, hopping all the way over this time instead of trying to run around and through the guard. He's going to pummel inside again.
He's got Katagatami. He'll have gift wrap. He's got an easy gift wrap off the Katagatami if he wants it. Taza, yeah, he's good thinking, using his right hand to help get his left elbow back down if he can't bridge up to that side. He's able to get out really well, though. Very nice defense.
You gotta say, though, Taza is gonna absolutely need a submission to turn this bout around here.
Yeah.
And as slippery as they are, and as good as the leg defense of Chris Wojcik is as well, where is it going to come from for Taza?
Again, that body lock situation where he's going to get around the knees.
We thought, Sean, that this one could be one of the matches that would go the distance. We weren't, it doesn't look like we were wrong, but it's not for lack of trying. I mean, Wojcik has really been consistently trying to advance position. It's a bit of a masterclass in just oppressive, persistent passing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same situation. Wojcik getting inside with the body lock, then having a tight waist, and Oliver posting on that elbow, and he hasn't really switched it up. His defense looks great from here, and he's getting out of everything. But he's not been able to switch his game plan up. And that elbow post was his demise because he just kept getting his wrist broken down right in the handcuff, and then that led to some advancement in position for Wojcik. So very dominant passing, very dominant position match for Wojcik.
Now Chris Wojcik, he's fairly certain he's done enough, as are we, celebrating with the coaches in his corner there. You see Nick Rodriguez hanging out behind as well. Fun match for us to call for sure. A lot of technical positions for you to break down there, Sean. And we're going to bring the replays up in just a moment. You can talk us through some of them. But as you said, the story really, that elbow post and that handcuff.
Yeah, this is when he was already in really tight position. He was able to mount there. Taza got out really nice on pretty much everything. And that's used the forearm to get out. But there's that handcuff on that right hand side after that breakdown of the hand post, and that just leads to that potential back take when he cuts the knee across, tries to sit through. Here you'll see it. He goes all the way up and over, almost on the back, and then his Katagatami attempt, and he just stuck Taza here once he was over the legs and just kept him in that loop, and Taza could really never get out of that once he stuck him in there. He was able to get out of the mount a few times and kept getting that same position.
After 15 hard-fought minutes, we go to the judges. All three see it the same way for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Chris Wojcik!
Chris Wojcik picks up a win here. Who's #1 over the always game veteran Oliver.